Hello everybody and welcome to the Dragon Quest X live stream. I'm Noiria, also known as Mel, and boy do we have a lot of things going on today. First off, offline I did some touch-ups to my house. I changed it into a Book Depot style, which is a little odd now that Mel is human again, but we'll make do. I also did some grinding and got some gold to update our gear. Thank you, Nathan. I am glad you think the house is cute. Let's see. While I was doing the grinding to get the gold, I got up to level 63 in Warrior, and also started putting some levels into a couple of other classes so I wouldn't hit my level cap, because the first thing that we're going to do is another level cap quest, so that we can go beyond 65 up to 70. I don't want to have to interrupt the next bit of major plot to come back and have to do a level cap quest. And the person that has the quest for us should be right over here. Oh, and it's you. You've gotten past level 61. I heard about you from the holy servant Benihina, who was the one over in Elf territory that we saw last time. My name is Seiken. I'm grateful that destiny brought us together. Looking forward to working with you. I think you know this already without me having to explain it again, but here are the rules. Bear with me here. Let's see. We holy servants who support the saints. I'm just kind of skimming this to see if there's anything that's really all that different from what we've heard previously. Our role is to help you get stronger by increasing your level cap. So if you want to go above 65, you're going to have to perform the ceremony here. This time, we have to defeat an enemy called a Forest Don that can be found near the ruined village in the Elf territory, the Girizad area south of Gartland in Ogre territory, and Samari High Plains, which I believe is in Dwarf territory, to the south of Gatara. We need to get a holy stone from it. Is that a silver one? Double check this. It doesn't really matter what color it is, but a pearl stone. Only the chosen can receive it. Prove that you are one of the chosen. Alright. Oh good. Seeing you all fired up to do it. Raises my tension level too. I'm counting on you. It's up to you whether you want to proceed further. I'll help you in whatever way I can. How are the sound levels doing? I'm curious. When I loaded up the game today and put my headphones on, it just about blew my ears out, so I tried to adjust it. Hopefully you can actually hear the game music. Let's see, I want to start by going to Glen. Sound levels seem good? Okay. If we had a stone set to that ruined village in the elf territory, I would go that way. But I don't, and an event is going to trigger the first time I try to take a train anywhere. So we're just going to go with what I've already got. I'll take the carriage to... can only go that far, huh? Alright. Got a little bit of a walk ahead of us. So we want to head south. Let's see, on the way I'll tell you a little bit about the team setup I have here. Everyone is higher level than me, but in order to ensure that my team doesn't get taken away from me after a certain point in the story, I had to make sure that everyone I rented was human. A few of the, couple of them are friends of my character. One of them's a teammate. We went over this maybe before. When you rent people, if they're not a friend or a teammate, then you've got a limit of, I think, about 3 levels above you. A range of levels that you can rent people. There are a couple classes that can't be rented. Fortune teller's one of them. So yeah, you pay full price based on character level when you are renting people who aren't friends or teammates. Teammates you can rent from any level. It will default to whatever your current level is up to highest level cap, which right now is 100. And for teammates, you pay half price. And you can rent people by 12 hours, 24 hours, or 48 hours. And then friends you can rent for free. And you have no level restrictions on friends either. So the last couple times that we've done level cap quests, they've been on the harder side. I don't want to get hung up on it for a long period of time. That's one of the reasons why I was okay with bringing a bit stronger friends with me this time. Now the area we want to go to is to the south and a bit to the east. But since we've already been to that map territory, this carriage can take us to the waypoint that's in the middle of that map area. So that's what we'll do instead of flying that extra way. And then the monster that we're looking for is kind of a ostrich type looking monster. I believe it's green. And they're a little bit to the northeast of this area. And I hope you guys can kind of see what's going on. I've got my brightness all the way up, and it's still a little difficult for me to make everything out during the nighttime in this game. Okay, and here they are. They usually come in pairs. Yep. Which is another reason why I'm not sad about bringing strong people. They have a tendency to use a skill that knocks you down. And they can summon friends. There are a lot of little notifications scrolling around the bottom of the screen. One of the characters I have with me is a superstar, which has a skill. Eventually you can get a skill under that class that increases the amount of XP and gold you earn from enemies that you fight. So pretty handy if you are grinding, say, a boss gauntlet. Alright, so we've got our stone. And I just ran out of fuel. Pretty good timing. Fastest way to get back to Orphea and to turn in the quest is to go to my house. Since it is located in the Puklipo housing area. Yeah, I wonder why it's different on PC than in PS4 as far as the brightness goes. I've noticed that. I don't have it on PS4 myself, but I do play with someone who does. I especially noticed it during the Dragon Quest III crossover event. The caves and whatnot in the dungeon were a lot darker on my screen than on theirs. Not collecting Dream Vanilla, not right now. I didn't put that the Magi Knight on because I figured I was going to be focusing a lot more heavily on story and cutscenes rather than fighting monsters once we get this quest out of the way. Good work. Just as I expected, you've got the stone. Feels good to set out to do what you set out to do. You're able to relax more if you get things out of the way quickly. Alright then, let's do the ceremony to in front of the River of Light. Do you want to offer up the stone? Yes. It appears that the stone has been offered to the River of Light successfully. Now let us pray to the goddess. Relax and yeah, calm yourself. So we offered up a prayer and heard a voice. Listen, child of Estoltia. There is an evil power that is controlling demons and changing those who live in Estoltia into monsters. Hang on, I got sidetracked. There's something glowing orange behind the words there, and I want to see if I can take a look at that once this cutscene's over. As if to show that the era of paradise is over, many children, meaning her children, are taking up arms and throwing themselves into the battle against the monsters. The saints are commissioning those that bring this new strength. And awakening hidden powers within those people. we have imposed the duty of awakening those abilities on ourselves. The curtain will rise on a new era of the Holy War as those entangling with the demons have their powers awakened in order to fulfill their duties. You heard the goddess's voice as well, right? The ceremony is now concluded. And we can get up to level 70. XP, lots of reputation points. Something in the lower level. Pray that the strong ones who will leave an impression on the history of Estaltia will be led by the example of the saints through this great battle. There will be those whose names are revered as heroes. There will be those who will fall in battle as single soldiers. However, they are all offering their lives up to fulfill the responsibility of protecting this world, and they are all chosen. And you are of this generation. Next ceremony to surpass level 70. Oh, the next one will be Kilupapo at the Sparkling Windmill Tower in the Pukripo area. He's in a well. Okay. Our next person's going to be in a well, and we can do that quest once we pass 66. And it's a good thing we did that. Oh, you're right. There's it's like blacksmithing down there underneath the That's what I was seeing. Okay. Interesting. Well, since we passed a level, let's allocate some skill points. I'm going to continue putting them into shields for now, since we've maxed out bravery. And yeah, I'm gonna stop and heal up first before we move on. But I'm gonna do it for free at my house. And then we'll be continuing the main plot. I have a few extra pieces of furniture. Oh, and we got this. I don't remember if I showed this off before. For completing the 3 crossover and taking some pictures while we were in there, we get this music box item, if I can get the cursor to stay on it. Oh, come on. Here we go. Why are you telling me this? It's talking about being able to place furniture items on top of each other. So we can start up the music. Which is pretty cool. I thought it would play some 3 specific music, but it just plays the fanfare. But that's pretty epic. And I also put a butler in the house. He's reading right now instead of butling. Sorry, I was so busy reading. And there are a few things you can do with the butler that you can do at the concierge at the inns. You can't do everything, but you can do things like receive items from your Genki charge time, which is helpful. But speaking of concierges, once I can get to a continent by train, preferably the Weddy continent, I think, I'm going to do a bunch of ticket draws at the concierge because I have 126 draw tickets, 20 special draw tickets, and I'm all out of the, or well, almost all out of the stronger magic water. I do have a lot of the smaller bins that only, or smaller, they're called Kobin, smaller bottles that only restore 10 each. And when you do draw tickets, you tend to get a lot of magic water. But yes, for the time being, off to Glen. And recapping from last time, the sage Horo had us meet him at the top of Landon Peak and tried to create a light bridge to take us to the black hole where the Lord of Hades, Nurgle, has his castle. But some darkness inside it destroyed the light bridge, so we need the flying boat, which must be summoned by someone of a specific bloodline of mages. The descendant of that mage can no longer use the spell and couldn't tell us at what point it was lost in history. After doing some research, Hodo found out, and he said it was 500 years ago. So he wants us to go into the past, but first, in order to be able to time travel, we had to regain our human form, which we've done. And then he told us we would need to ride the train in order to be able to continue our journey. Welcome. Which station do we want to go to? He says like normal, but all of a sudden we're surrounded by a warm light. And unfortunately, not just in Glen, but any train station that you try to access after that cutscene with Holo that we had last time, this scene triggers, so I've been unable to use the trains to go anywhere. Mel, can you hear my voice? I'm not sure who's talking. Citizen of Eterne, who has regained their form, you must borrow the power of the land arc, which is what they call the Arc of the Great Land. It's what they call the train system, and journey into this world's past. However, only those with the blood of Eterne are able to go, and you can only go in the form of a human. I'm assuming at this point, if you changed out from being human to your other race via the church, it's an option now in the church menu, the scene would probably kick you out. Now go, Mel of Eterne. Fulfill the duty that has been assigned to you. Nechan saying Nurgle is apparently a Sumerian equivalent of Hades, and she's sorry for making fun of him during the last stream. Customer, you just spaced out there all of a sudden. Well, you seem to be okay now in any case. Let me ask once again. Welcome to the railroad. Where would you like to go? And we have unlocked all of the train stations, and we have this one, question marks, which can only be accessed from Glen. It's over here in the Ogre continent, and Gartland is to the south of it. So yeah, we can only access it from Glen. You wish to go to a bunch of question marks? I understand. Oh, that part went on its own. I caught the, I don't really understand what that means, but here you go. So we're on a train. That was pretty cool. Apparently I was the only one left on the train after it moved through time, and now it's disappeared. Great. How am I gonna get home? Welcome, Mel of Eternity Village. My name is Zabis, the conductor of time. If you wish to return to your original era, please talk to me at any time. Now then, please take care on your journey. You looked a little see-through. He is a little see-through. Okay. So, if for some reason you need to go back to where you were, you can just come into the station and talk to this guy. He'll send you back. According to the upper left corner, we are still in Glen. But it has sad music. It has fewer shops. Otherwise still kind of looks the same. What does it tell us to do? Just look around the world of the past. I'm gonna start by setting a zoom stone. Sorry about that. I hope I hit mute on the mic fast enough that you didn't hear me sneeze. I'm going to just overwrite the other Glen stone. Thank you. And just to be on the safe side, I'll pray here, and that'll set my respawn point to town here. No, we do not want to rest. We're gonna keep going. It says the same thing. If you're in trouble, I'll try to be of help. Okay. Alright. Cough, cough. Have you also come here to Glen Castle in order to escape Leda Metis? Leda Metis. No, I don't know who that is. Oh, I see. So then you must be someone who has lived in Glen since a long time back. Us refugees with nowhere to go. Have been gathering here in the lower town, and you've accepted us. We're so grateful to you. We have no words. Maybe I should try saying the other thing. Sure. Yeah, I came here to escape as well. I see. All those here living in the lower town, like you, have abandoned their hometowns and managed, or they're all refugees who managed to reach this castle. It may be difficult living here, but there's hope as long as there's life. So don't ever throw your hope away, and let's all work hard together. What is going on? Maybe I should head up to the castle, which will immediately trigger a cutscene. I was just wondering what I needed to do to trigger this scene. It's coming. He's coming. Everyone, get inside. Houses. Heading for the inn, the church. Shopkeepers are all running inside. Some dude smacked into me. What is that? Scout. What are you spacing out for? Hurry and come this way. Yeah, this seriously looks bad. But no, I can just sit outside and wait to be burned alive, apparently. Thank you, Mr. Priest. You're not burned, right? I'm glad you're safe. You appear to be a new refugee. In that case, there's no way that you don't know about Leda Metis. I'm sorry, I don't know about Leda Metis. So you're probably gonna explain it to me anyway, which is good. Leda Metis is the false sun that has burned everything on the land. When it appears in the sky, you must run from its light immediately. It's been more than 1 year since Leda Metis has started appearing. And now Glen Castle is our final fortress. It's gone. Lord, we thank you that we have life again one more day. Maybe try it with an R? I don't know. Trying to Google what this might be. A reference to, okay, I'm supposed to go somewhere here. And it still just says search the area. Alright, but there is... Just out of curiosity, nope, not enough. Alright. There is someone over here that's pink, so I can talk to them and get some clue on where I'm supposed to go. Draki's showing up talking about an event that's going to be going on in a specific area. Just a sec. Team member showed up. It is the 10th. There are some special... Every month on the 10th there are some special things that go on in the game. There's an NPC that shows up in one of the towns. It's predetermined which town it will be, and you can talk to them and get a present ticket. Those are good things to save up because you can trade them in for things that are pretty cool, and they change a little bit depending on what time of year it is. The NPC that you trade them to is in Orphea, around that fountain. I believe for today's 10 event, the NPC you need to talk to is located in Gillette. You can identify her. I believe she'll be holding a bunch of balloons. If you're into doing magic labyrinths, there will be another NPC that will be there handing out... I believe it's a specific kind of card that you can use for boss fights. You can offer them up in Magic Labyrinths. There's a mini event going on where there is a pink Momon that will be changing places various times throughout the day, and if you get a picture with it and you take it to an NPC, I believe it's in Rendoa, you can get a pink Momon hat for it. Let me just double check that info here. Take a picture with it. There are predetermined times and places where it will be. And then yes, there is an NPC in the north of Dandoa that you can talk to. Her name is Deichika, and you talk to her after you've taken a picture, and you get a pink Momon hat. Alright. Back to the story. Let's find out what's going on. You're looking for a mage that can control the boat of ruin. I need a better name for this boat. Let me stick this into my other translator and see. Because something that we're supposed to be seeking out doesn't sound like it should be. Okay, so the name is taken from a Buddhist phrase which means crushing evil and spreading the truth. And it's the crushing evil part. So, evil crushing boat. Evil destroying boat. Yes, we are looking for the mage who can control it. Well, you must be new here. It explains why I've never seen you before. If you want to talk about the evil destroying boat, then you best go to the castle and meet with our leader, Shiodora. I'm going to go with Theodore on that one. I'm sure he'll be able to tell you everything. Alrighty then, let's go find this Theodore and learn about the mage. It's so weird that I think almost everyone I've encountered here, maybe everyone, is human. I would have expected it to be ogres. Follow the carpet to get to the throne room. Okay, this looks promising. Oh, you are a new refugee, huh? This is probably a bad time to point it out, but really, that armor looks pretty cool on her. I see. Your name is Mel. I am Theodore. He calls himself the person who is in charge of the people in Glen Castle. The road here to Glen must have been very rough for you. You've done well to reach here. Hi, Storm DX, welcome. Yes. This is on the Japanese servers. As far as I'm aware, there's no other way to play Dragon Quest X than to log in that way. A large part of the world has been burned up in flames, and this castle is our final hope. We humans must help each other. Refugee, you can rest easy. We will not allow the world to end. That is the reason we have all gathered here. Oh. Welcome. I'm not sure that I've had anyone else offer to help translate before. If I come across something that doesn't make any sense, I will let you know. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. These mages here protect Glen Castle. They have come together to create a wall of light. It's like a barrier around the castle town. You appear to have something you wish to say. What? You're looking for the mage who can control the evil destroying boat? And they're laughing at us. No, I apologize. Please don't take it personally. Storm, はじゃ船。どうやって簡単に説明すればいいかな？英語で。I'm sorry to tell you this, but the boat mage Bernhard, I will guess, is dead. He attempted to ride into the nest. Let's say he attempted to ride into the heart of Metis, and burned up. He was a fool who did not listen to the words of others. It was actually a fitting end for him. Wow, that was harsh. Theodore! Who's this? Elju, we have guess, know your place. The wall of light is just buying us some time. If we don't cut off the source of destruction and take down Theta Metis, then eventually everything is going to be destroyed. That is what... Ooh. I think this kid's gonna be helpful. That's why I am going to inherit the spell for the evil destroying boat. And then I will go to destroy Theta Metis. I was wondering what you were going to say. This is foolish. Both father and son intend to try and play the hero. Do you want to die a dog's death just like Bernhardt so much? Shut up! Bujoku. I know I've heard that word before. Basically, do not insult my father's death. Then do as you please. If the bloodline of those who can control the boat of ruin were to cease to exist, it would not trouble anyone. I disagree. I'm from the future, and I disagree. That was the offspring of the dead evil destroying boat user. He's still a young child who doesn't understand anything. If you've come searching for the what would you call him? Just as a title, like a captain, a controller. Depends on whether he's inside or outside the boat, I suppose. If you've come searching for him, I hate to tell you, but Elju has not inherited the technique. He can't use the boat yet. Boatmaster? Sure, let's go with that. It's easy enough. In this world, there exist 4 those called the 4 masters, who all have separate techniques they can use. The Boatmaster is one of those. The other three masters have an agreement that they will only pass on their technique to one pure of heart it appears that in order to convince the three masters to pass on their techniques to him, Elju intends to go before each of them. But there is no way that a novice like him will be accepted. If it concerns you, you may go check in on him. His room is on the first floor of the castle. Okay, well, that's the most promising lead we've got so far. I agree, I don't really care for Theodore's attitude. I'm still concerned about the ogres. Where did they go? Elju's room is over here. Oh, this guy calls him Botchan, like, young master. It's too much for you to attempt to go on your own. Please, think about this calmly. Sorry to intrude. You were the one who was with Theodore before, weren't you? Do you have some business with me? Yes. What? What's that? Oh, great, great. This is one of those cases where we say something absolutely ludicrous and expect people to believe us right away. You're saying you came from 500 years in the future to ensure that the boat technique does not get lost? I see. You've also come to make fun of me. Oh, put my foot in my mouth right away. Well, that's a cool looking boat. Even without you telling me, there's no way I would give up on, or no way I would let the spell for the boat be ended. Something like inheriting the spell is an easy thing for me. You should just take it easy and wait here at the castle while you wait for the help of a new boatmaster. Young master, please wait. Young master. You came because you were worried about the young master, right? In that case, will you please go be of help to him? Sorry for asking this of you all of a sudden. Pardon my late introduction. I am Kai, a servant of Master Bernhardt. I'll tell you a bit more about what's going on. Just over 2 months ago was the day when Master Bernhardt set out to destroy Leda Metis. Time for flashback. And Kai says, Lord Bernhardt, please take care. You don't need to worry. I will definitely return. I'm entrusting Elju to you until that time. Elju, please understand. Someone has to fight. And I have power to be able to do so. I have the ability as a boatmaster that has been handed down from previous generations. Elju's not saying anything. You watch with your own eyes, and once everything is over, let's all return to Dendashia together. Aww. I will destroy Leda Metis and return this world to peace. I will stop this great disaster in its tracks. I promise that to all of you. Everyone looks pretty supportive here. I mean, Elju obviously doesn't want his dad to go, but... Theodore doesn't look happy, but why wouldn't he? Someone's going to go do his work for him? Everyone believed in Master Bernhardt's bravery and believed his promise. However, Lord Bernhardt never came home and was never able to fulfill his promise. And then everyone, it literally says everyone in the country turned their hand toward Lord Bernhard, but basically they turned their back on him and started calling him a fraud. The young master wants to show all those people, all those adults who laughed at his father, and that's why he's gone to the northeast of the castle in order to inherit the boatmaster spell. He's headed toward the settlement where Yakul-sama, doesn't specify whether it's male or female, where this Yakul, one of the 4 masters, is settled. However, the young master has never fought a monster before. Please help him out, I beg of you. Fighting monsters is something we can definitely help with. To the northeast. Okay. If I recall correctly, let me get down to the main map here. There's not a green line over the west exit out of Glen. I believe it's blocked up with barricades. No, we're all full. So kind of like how there's this one in front of the train station, only there's a whole row of them. Making sure you can't leave town out that exit. How are we for fuel? We have 2 evacubels, 10 fuel. We should be okay. Okay. So we are heading about as far to the northeast as you can get in this map. Or rather the entire area that we have access to here. I am gonna kill a few monsters along the way though. Another palette swap of these guys who ran away. Now I gotta fight another battle. says he looks awfully strong. I'm not doing too bad as far as damage output by level comparison goes. And I've already fought you before. Okay, to the north. There's no music here. I can't remember if that's just because it's nighttime or if this area just doesn't have any music at all. It's kind of eerie. There's the camp. The elf settlement, it is called. Why are all the elves out here? And some Weddy. We got here. Weapon shop, armor shop. How good of stuff do you guys have? Level 35. Yeah, just level 35. Huh. This great shield is actually better than what I currently have. But just a little. But ups my shield guard rate quite a bit. Can I afford it? Yes. Okay, then I'm gonna get it. But you can't see it while I'm flying. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got a cool dragon on it. It's hard to tell, but I'm assuming she's in this tent. He... looks like a she. I am the son of the boatmaster Bernhardt, Elju. I have come to perform the rite of succession, ceremony, well, the ceremony of inheritance. In accordance with it says meeting, but it's probably more like kind of the agreement, the alliance. Yakur, one of the four masters. I have heard of the inheritance of the boatmaster technique from my father. Please hurry up and... Actually, no, there's really not much please going on in his method of speaking. It's hurry up and perform the rite of succession. Your burn hearts, I see. Welcome. However, you must be aware of the proper order for doing things. Before making a request, there are other things you should be saying, are there not? We have all come here and fled our homes because of the Demetis. And we've all ended up in this area. But the humans have claimed a monopoly on the water source. Everyone here in this settlement was run out of Glen by you humans. And we are forced to hunger and thirst in the wilderness, and we suffer. I see. That is unfortunate. However, that has nothing to do with me. Right now, what you need to do is fulfill your role as one of the four masters. Once I have inherited the boatmaster skill, then all these small problems will be resolved. Hello, Ethan. Welcome. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. You don't understand anything. However, it's fine. As the four masters have promised, I will present you with a trial to confirm that you have what it takes to become a boatmaster. Your father would not just leave things be when there were people who were in trouble before him. Please show that you have a caring heart like he did. What are you trying to say? There is not enough water at this settlement. Please share even just a little of the water that's in the castle with us. If you do that, it will save a great many lives. Aren't you the one who's ignoring the right order of things? I didn't come here to be a lackey. I came all the way here in order to fulfill the right of succession. If you want to make deals, then why don't you do your duty first? And you are? Are you an acquaintance of Elju's? I guess you could say that, but he's probably about to deny it. Why have you come here? I don't know what you think you're doing, but don't follow me anymore. Congratulations on your new job. No, I did not make a new character. We actually had some events happen in the last stream where we were able to regain our human form. In fact, we had to, because we needed to make use of our human form's ability to be able to travel through time. And so that's where we are. We are currently 500 years in the past, trying to stop a disaster from happening. Geez, that brat Elju is sure troublesome. At this rate, it's probably going to be impossible for him to complete the right of succession. Hey you, if you're concerned about him, why don't you take on Yakul's request instead? It would be easy for a human like you to get some water from Glen Castle, right? Oh, maybe. Okay, I can do that. Alright. Return to the castle and get some water. I did see a room on the first floor of the castle that was called the Well Room, so that is my guess where we need to go. So let's head back there. Did I see a yellow? No. Okay, that was just an arrow pointing to another map area. I thought I saw a person that was a yellow dot here, and I thought that would be weird. Yeah, Nathan, I'm not a fan of Elju's personality here. I'm trying to see things from his point of view, where he's also suffered a loss, and his big goal is to prove that all of these people who, you know, called his father a fake and a liar were wrong. But yeah, apparently his father was a very kind man if he couldn't stand to see people suffering in front of him. So hey, guard of the well, can I have some water? You want water? If I recall correctly, you were Mel, right? I don't mind. Go ahead and take some. Well, that was easy. I got a pot filled with water. I'm gonna have to carry this all the way back out there, aren't I? I heard that you're a newcomer. So as a special one-time thing, you get a full pot of water. It's more than enough for one person. If you see someone who's in trouble, why don't you share it with them? I'm going to go share it with a whole camp full. Thank you very much. I wish I had some extra zoom stones so that I could have just set another one out there. Maybe I'll have to cave and go ahead and override one of the ones that I really wanted to keep, just to make this part go a bit faster. Did I get all of the freebie ones? I think I got all the free ones. I need to double check when I get back to the present time. I don't think I got the one that's available at the casino yet. I think I was going to wait on that one until the time came when it was good to do a stream that showed off all the different games in the casino, and then I was just going to build up enough coins to buy one, but that hasn't happened yet, and I could really use an extra stone. So I might go ahead and grind some casino coins off screen. But I'd still really like to be able to show off the games for you all. Especially the board game. Because not only can you win a lot of casino coins in it, but you also have a very high chance of getting some accessories out of it as well that can be very helpful. And let me pull up my equipment list here. As you can see in the bottom half there, that's all these accessories. I still have several slots that don't have anything in it. So it would be nice to be able to have at least a full set of items for that. Okay, I'm back with the water. I know he didn't go do it himself, but please give him a pass. Oh, you are... I brought water. You again. I told you to leave me alone. Oh, that pot, is that... It's water. I see. You brought it in Elju's place. Huh. No one asked you to. Well, the guard outside kind of did, but I know you didn't, Elju. Thank you very much. You're a very kind human. Thanks to this water, you've no idea how many lives have been saved at this settlement. Elju, come here. Let us begin the rite of succession, or inheritance. Inheritance is a better word. Let's call it that. Really? It is not for your sake. I will conduct it for the sake of this person who has acted in such a way based on her caring for our people. Those of them at the settlement. And also for Elju's sake. I don't know your reasons for doing this, or her reasons for doing this, but this person appears to wish for you to inherit the technique of the boatmaster. Now then, let us begin the rite of inheritance. With this, you have received, you have received the power that will become the foundation for your ability as a boatmaster. I can feel the ebb and flow of this power. So this is the power of a boatmaster. There are still 2 remaining rites of inheritance. First, you must go to the Gelt Strait, the land bridge over the Gelt Strait. To the south, there is a Pukrepo master that you must visit there. Even without you telling me to do that, it's what I plan to do. Now then, excuse me. Elju, learn some manners. Wait, Elju. What? I won't thank you. We're all just doing our jobs here. I don't need thanks. However, don't you think you should thank that person over there who was a help to you? She did it on her own. I never asked her for help, so I won't thank her. Wow, thanks, Elju. That was sarcasm. Welcome, Deck Bash. How you doing? Builders is a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the heck out of that game. It's really cool. Kind human, if it is all right with you, would you please watch over Elju from now on? At this rate, that child seems like he'll hit another wall again very soon. I think you're probably right. Well, I just felt like I should tag that on because I said a sarcastic thanks right after he's like, I'm not gonna thank you. No. I knew you would all get it. It was more to him. Okay, so let me check the map here. Wrong button. Yeah, so I need to head straight down south there. I think it will be faster if I go back to town first, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Heading south this time. Yeah, it's daytime and there's still no music, so this is just supposed to be I mean, they didn't even apparently want to put sad music in here. Which I think is kind of too bad because the music in Dragon Quest games just lend so much to the atmosphere wherever you're at. Whether it's happy stuff or the sad music from when we were in the settlement there. I was looking at chat, not paying attention to where I was going. That's okay, we'll take care of this guy quick. In the past they didn't have... Yes, they had BGM. They have it everywhere else. You can't say that Leda Metis just burned up the BGM in this area. Well, maybe you could, and that's kind of a creepy idea. Okay. I'm curious if there's any... Monsters waiting for me right around the corner? Oh, I'm curious if there's any treasure back here, but apparently not. We're getting about to the point where I should take a break, or past the point where I should take a break. So I think before the next cut scene... Pardon me whilst I squee for a minute here. Oh my gosh. Bosstail, what are you doing here? Hello again. I'm happy to see you. So, yeah. It's break time. I'm just gonna sit here and chill with Fosstail for a few minutes, get myself something to drink, and we'll be back to find out who it is here that Elju needs to talk to about completing that second rite. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining me, everyone.